So hi guys, hope you guys are doing great. So in this lecture we're going to discuss about the continuity equation in three-dimensional forms. So in a differential form. So though we have already discussed about the flow characteristics of a fluid. So on a flow characteristics of a fluid. So the flow is been characterized based on few base law of conservation of mass, law of conservation of energy, and law of conservation of momentum. Okay, so when a fluid tends to flow, it will have a mass. So if it flows, it will have some energy. So when it flows, it will have some momentum, maybe linear or angular momentum. Okay, so of any matter. So already we have discussed about the continuity equation. So which is like we called as the fluid of the mass of fluid enters into a controlled volume will be equal to the mass of fluid exceeds. So this is called as a law of conservation of mass. The mass which enters into the element will be equal to the mass of fluid which exceeds on the element or any controlled volume. So here I have taken a derivation. So from the famous author R.K. Bansal. So it has been discussed from his textbook. So I sincerely acknowledge Dr. R.K. Bansal for this content. So continuity equation in a three-dimensional form. So we have considering a fluid element of dy, dx, dy and dz in the direction of x, y and z. So let u, v, w are the inlet velocity components in x, y and z direction respectively. So here we have the x, y and z directions. So this is a fluid element. So on a fluid element, so a cubical fluid element. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. These are the phases of fluid elements. Okay. So the mass of fluid entering the phase A, B, C, D per second. So it is a mass of fluid entering per second. We call it as a discharge. So to find a discharge, we know that it will be equal to area into velocity. So for a normal fluid, so we will have some density also, right? So if it's an incompressible fluid, we need not to consider about the density. If it's compressible fluid, we have to consider about the density. So we are deriving it for a general fluid. Okay, so we need to consider about the density of the fluid also. The mass of fluid entering the ABCD per second. So in terms of x direction, the mass of fluid entering in the x direction will be equal to density into velocity u into surface area. So this will be dy and dz. So you can see this is a dy and dz will be the length in y direction and length in x direction. So this dx will be length in x direction. Okay, so will be equal to rho u into dy into dz. So this is a mass of fluid entering in phase ABCD. So when the mass of fluid entering, it has to leave, right? So when it enters through the ABCD, it has to exit through EFGH. So when it exits through EFGH per second, so will be equal to the total mass which gets into the fluid plus change in mass with respect to dx. So for the length of dx, when it enters into ABCD, and for the length of dx, there will be some change in mass with respect to dx. So that's why plus dou by dou x into rho u dy by dz into dx. So gain of mass in x direction will be equal to mass through ABCD on the face ABCD minus mass through EFGH. So will be equal to minus dou by dou x rho u dou by dou z into dx. So further it can be said as minus dou x dou by dou x rho u dx dy dz. So this is for in terms of x direction. Similarly for y and z, so instead of x, so we'll have y, instead of x we'll have z, instead of u we'll have v, instead of u we'll have w. So because the velocity component in y direction will be v, for z direction will be w. Okay, for the length of dy and dz. So the total net gain of mass will be equal to dou by dou x rho u plus dou by dou y rho v plus dou by dou z rho w into dx dy dz. This is a total net gain in mass. So according to law of conservation of element, of conservation of masses, since the mass is neither created or not destroyed in the fluid element. So this is a fluid element. The net increase of mass per unit time in the fluid element. So this we call this in terms of unit time, right? So per unit time. So here the mass through EFGH per second. So per unit time in the fluid element must be equal to rate of increase of mass of fluid in the element. So in this element there should be rate of increase of fluid, but the mass of fluid in the element is rho dx dy dz, and its rate of increase with time equal to dou by dou t into rho dx dy dz. So as you know from the basic properties of fluid, mass equals to density by volume. Then mass will be equal to density into volume. So density, you know that mass density symbol is rho. So volume here is a cubical surface. So dx dy dz. So this will be the volume. So density into volume will be equal to the mass of the fluid. Okay. So and its rate of increase with time dou by dou t equal to rho dx dy dz. So equating the two expressions, we will get dou by dou x rho u plus dou by dou y rho v plus dou by dou z rho w into dx dy dz will be equal to rho by dou t dx dy dz. So by simplifying these, okay, so we're going to take the negative to other side, so it becomes positive and it will be equal to 0. Okay, so this is a Cartesian coordinates. Okay, so continuity equation Cartesian coordinates, most general form. So this equation is applicable to steady and unsteady flow, uniform and non-uniform, compressible and incompressible flow. So as we have already discussed about the different types of flows, for a steady flow the change in density with respect to time will be equal to 0. There won't be any change in density with respect to time. Okay, so as we have already discussed in our previous lecture, so change in density with respect to time will be equal to 0. So this equation will become dou by dou x rho u plus dou by dou y rho v plus dou by dou z into rho w equal to 0. For an incompressible fluid, the density remains constant, it doesn't vary. Okay, so you cannot compress it, the incompressible fluid, so density remains constant. So this again simplifies into dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y plus dou w by dou z, which is equal to 0. This is a Cartesian equation in 3-dimensional form for a continuity equation. Okay, so thank you very much guys. So hope you have got some idea about the continuity equation. Thank you guys.